Many people report waking up at night completely paralyzed and seeing some type of very evil spirit in the room with them. Sometimes this spirit attempts to choke them or engage in other terrifying behavior.
Absolutely terrifying.
A recent Time magazine article shared some research that showed these experiences occur in many different societies all over the world. It then attempted to explain these experiences through natural mechanisms found in the brain. But it didn't even consider the possibility that these events had some sort of supernatural explanation.
You mean like ghosts and goblins?
I don't believe in ghosts.
Many people think that if you provide a natural explanation for something, then that means you've proven it isn't supernatural. But what if some of these natural explanations are just assuming what they are purporting to prove?
Oh, fuff! Enough of your superstitious nonsense!
Well, that sort of assumption seems to be what's going on in this Time magazine article. The possibility of a supernatural explanation is never seriously considered. And if you read the article, you'll find that one reason for this is because, quote, out-of-body experiences can reliably be reproduced in the laboratory.
The lab, science departments.
Science!
Science. Trust the science.
You can also learn about a woman who, when a certain portion of her brain was electrically stimulated, could sense another person next to her.
I can sense him.
But just because these things happen in a lab does not mean that all claims to the supernatural have been refuted. And that's because there are at least two other possible explanations for what happens in the lab. First, it could be that electrical stimulation of the brain somehow causes a person to become aware of real supernatural beings. That is, certain portions of the brain could be linked to the supernatural realm. And so stimulation of that region somehow flips a switch that allows perception to occur in a manner that is otherwise closed off.
Now that's interesting.
A second possibility is that electrical stimulation of the brain does, in fact, produce an illusory sensation of some type of non-existent being. But even though these lab experiences are not real, other experiences of the supernatural could still be genuine. That is, just because some experiences of the supernatural are unreal, does not mean they all are. To see this, consider the fact that some people hallucinate the existence of other human beings.
A what?
A hallucination.
But that doesn't mean that all of our experiences of human beings are just hallucinations. Some humans are real. You can experience some humans that are real and some that are not. If you concluded that no humans existed simply because some have been hallucinated, you would be making an unwarranted assumption. In like manner, if you concluded that no supernatural beings existed simply because some have been hallucinated, so to speak, in the lab, you would also be making an unwarranted assumption.
I wouldn't make that assumption.
When naturalists provide natural explanations of the supernatural, they aren't necessarily proving that the supernatural is unreal. They are, very often, simply assuming what they think they are proving. I'm convinced the supernatural realm is real. I do so because I'm a follower of Jesus, and Jesus was convinced it was real.
Whoa, hold on.
This conversation just took a left turn.
You're right, faith in Jesus is a whole different issue. But there are good reasons to believe in him, and those reasons are part of a discipline called apologetics. If you're interested in learning more about apologetics, you should check out the Lit series called Faith Doesn't Have to Be Blind by Worldview Summit. To check it out, just click on the link below.